Every champion has a beginning, a story filled with sacrifice, grit, and an unwavering belief that greatness is possible. This is the untold story of Lewis Hamilton, a journey that starts not on the fast tracks of Formula One, but in a modest council house in Stevenage, where a father's relentless determination paved the way for a future champion. In 1995, a broke IT worker named Anthony Hamilton made a desperate plea to his bank: "Give me £10,000 for my son's racing, or I'll lose everything." The bank said no. Instead of surrendering to despair, Anthony made a choice that would change the course of history. For 10 long years, he worked 3 grueling jobs, sacrificing sleep, missing mortgage payments, and even watching his daughter skip school trips, all for one dream: Formula One. Every morning at 4 a.m, while most of us slept, Anthony began his day. By 11 p.m, after juggling 3 jobs, he'd be back home meticulously working on Lewis's kart. This wasn't just a routine, it was a daily testament to a father's sacrifice and an unwavering belief in his son's potential. At just 10 years old, young Lewis had the courage to dream big. One day he walked up to McLaren's boss, Ron Dennis, and declared, "I'll drive for you one day." Ron Dennis simply smiled and replied, "Come back in 9 years." But Lewis would prove him wrong, returning in just 3 years when Dennis signed him to the McLaren Mercedes Young Driver program. Growing up in a council house meant discipline was ingrained early. With strict rules, no TV until homework was done, no games until chores were finished, Lewis learned that every sacrifice was a stepping stone towards something bigger. And on the racetrack, that determination shone through, even as he faced the bitter sting of racism in a sport dominated by white competitors. The sacrifices at home were brutal. While Anthony slept on the sofa, missed mortgage payments, and worked 18-hour days, even Lewis's sister missed school trips, all to fuel the dream of Formula One. And that dream came true in 2007, when McLaren finally gave Lewis his chance. McLaren opted to field this rookie against one of the most formidable drivers of the time. The reigning world champion, and a driver who beat the legendary Michael Schumacher twice to become a 2-time world champion, Fernando Alonso. But Hamilton, instead of caving into the pressure of going up against Alonso as a rookie, he not only beat his experienced teammate, but was also leading the championship and ultimately lost the title by just 1 point. While critics dismissed it as beginner's luck. In his diary, Lewis simply wrote, "Watch me." Then came 2008, the final race, the final lap. Needing just a 5th place finish to clinch the championship, Lewis found himself stuck in 6th. With one daring move in the very last corner, he overtook his rival to become champion. In that garage, his father broke down in tears, a testament to years of sacrifice and a dream finally realised. In 2013, many called his decision to leave McLaren career suicide. But joining a struggling Mercedes would prove to be the greatest decision in F1 history, leading to 6 championships later and cementing his legacy as one of the all-time greats. In 2023, when told that no driver in F1 history had ever won a race after his 300th start, Lewis simply replied, "But there has never been a driver like me." Today, his numbers are mind-blowing. 103 wins, 104 pole positions, 7 world titles, and a net worth of around $300 million, from a council house in Stevenage to the pinnacle of motor racing. And now on the precipice of joining the greatest team on the F1 grid, stepping into a red Ferrari, a dream finally realised not just by Lewis, but by his dad who sacrificed everything to get him here. Even Piero Ferrari, son of Enzo Ferrari, was moved by Lewis's debut at Fiorano. I could hardly believe it. That real passion struck me. Seeing people gathered on the bridge over the highway, lining the Fiorano track and overflowing onto the bike path, it was a display of love. Beautiful. Today, Anthony Hamilton still keeps every reminder of those early struggles. Lewis's first race suit, the bank rejection letters, the very old sofa he slept on, and every trophy, each a memento to remember where they came from. At just 16, Lewis entered a Super A karting world championship race at Kerpen. Even Michael Schumacher, aged 32 and racing in the same event, remarked afterwards, "He's a quality driver. If he keeps this up, he'll reach F1. He has the right racing mentality." From that humble beginning to the highest echelons of motor racing, Every lap, every sacrifice, every ounce of grit has built the legacy of Lewis Hamilton. His journey is a saga of determination, a father's sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of a dream against all odds. This is more than just a story of racing. It's a story of resilience, passion, and the unyielding belief that nothing is impossible. Lewis Hamilton's journey reminds us that greatness is not given. It's earned lap by lap, sacrifice by sacrifice. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you found inspiration in this story, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more untold tales of triumph and perseverance.